Hi, it is me, Alicia P. Welcome back to my channel. So today I was inspired by this one video by this girl that I saw. Her name is like something Antonio. I'm gonna insert a picture of her right here. But yeah, I basically got inspired by her to do a my year unwrap. She did like dating, but I felt like my dating wasn't as like crazy. I mean, it was crazy. It was insane, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't crazy enough to spark a video. So I didn't do a video for it, but I'm doing a video for my year because my year itself was like pretty sporadic. It was pretty crazy. So that's what the video is. Don't mind the stars on my face, my skin. It broke out, you know, it's around that time of the month. So pipe it down, don't say nothing crazy. And then also let's give a hand for the hair. Yeah. And then lastly, I would like to solemnly apologize from the deepest depths of my soul for being MIA for this long. But I plan on actually being more consistent. It's gonna be a slow process, but I do plan to at least upload. I'm giving myself like baby goals. So for now, I plan to at least upload 3 or 4 videos this month. I don't know when, but that's the plan. But yeah, so we're gonna start with something obviously I could talk about because we're just gonna fully be yapping about myself. As far as the slides, I'm gonna like insert them as I talk, so you will get a glimpse of like what I did, because I did a PowerPoint like she did in her video. My year unwrapped 2024. So let's get into it. And then if you hear like aggressive clicking, I'm literally clicking to the next slide because I did this on my laptop, so I put a lot of effort into this for you guys, so enjoy it. Literally, to start off, January, a chill month, nothing crazy, right? Nothing crazy happened, you feel me? It was snowing outside, beautiful. I had my little long brown highlight bust down, you feel me? Cute month. But yeah, I got me a cute little brown bust down. I was feeling like that gal. I was trying many new restaurants with like friends and stuff like that. I tried Thai food, Hispanic food, Indian food. That was great. And it's not like I've never had them before. I was just trying new places around my city, you know, places that I've heard of, never been. So I was like in my like restaurant era, you know. I will say my tire kept going flat this whole month though. Like it went flat probably like 3-4 times, especially with the snow. You know, that cold pressure really does test the strength of your tire and your mental. I lost both battles, but it's cool though, because we just kept thugging it out, you feel me? I just kept on. Or wait, what does it sound like when you pump air in a tire? That sound, yeah, that I was doing that. I don't think that's how it sound, I'm sorry. Anyway, oh, and I saw The Color Purple, honorable mention. That was a good movie. It was a little freaky at some parts, but I mean, they said that's kind of like the premise of it is based off the book. I think they added their own little spin to the movie, but it hit though. Next month, February, yes. February was pretty cool, simple, you feel me? It was also another chill month. I had a really cute pink hairstyle. I was really happy about that. I need to be kind of scooting over for the slide, my bad. I had a pink hairstyle, really cute, enjoyed it. So now we're gonna start introducing names, by the way. So as you go, please keep up with me. I will be inserting like people's names as well. So like keep up with the flow of the video, please. So first of all, David is the first person I'm introducing. David is a nickname for my ex, who at the time was my boyfriend throughout this year. So got David something really nice, right? A little V-Day basket, you know, like I was trying to be real cute, like extra cute. I put a lot of cute stuff into the basket. It came out so nice. In response, he got me a card that said I love you on, and like put a $5 bill in it. I was very embarrassed to have associated with this man, because why would you do that? But at the time I was in mental anguish, you know, trying to get my life right. So I just went with the flow of the gift. I did take some stuff back though, y'all. Like I did girl boss a little bit, but nowhere near enough as I should have. So yeah, like hopefully, do I look too bright? Whoa, do I need to cut something off? Hold on. Let me see. Now that kind of, whoa, that brought the real me out. Hold on. Oh, she's malfunctioning. Oh, she's, okay, that's perfect. Okay, y'all was way too bright, my bad. Also, honorable mention, met this really cute puppy with my friend. We're gonna call her Buddy. And Buddy, I love you down if you watching this. But yeah, ended up wanting to take this dog home, me. Well, me and Buddy kind of was like, oh my God, this is such a cute dog. But like she couldn't, cause she got a lot of pets. And for me, I was broke. And then David said no. So I was like, okay, David said I can't bring it back, because I live with David, by the way. Which, I mean, we'll get into that later in the video, but I did live with David. So he was like, no, like, so I was like, okay, bye dog. Hopefully that dog found a good home. And literally, if this dog is watching the video, which, I mean, it's a dog, but like if it magically stumbles upon me at all again, like I will find you and I will bring you home. Cute dog. Anyway, next clip. Or what? Next slide. March. What? Okay, so March was the month before chaos. You feel me? Month before it went south. So this whole month was kind of leading up to the bull crap that was gonna happen the rest of the year. So I had a really good time in March. If you hear that in the back, that's my mini fridge. Anyway, I had a really good month in March. And then after that, butt crack. Literally butt crack. But it's cool though. Let's talk about March. So March was really fun. Okay, I got me a really cute neck tat, which, I mean, you know, I might insert a little picture somewhere, and if I don't, it's these little stars behind my neck. Or wait, what? Girl, anatomy behind my ear? What? I just got mad at myself. What? Behind my ear. So yeah, stars came out really cute. Very fire. I'm very thankful for this tattoo. Also, I had a really curly bust down during this time, middle part, like I was in my middle part bag during this time. And it was cute, simple. It gave a vibe. You feel me? It gave a vibe. So after that, I tried some more places with David. We had a cool little time. My impending doom was on the way with him. Okay, but I didn't know that yet. So I mean, for now it was vibes, right? Like we were cute, loving, but I mean, we could tell both of us that we weren't really like clicking like we used to. Cause I mean, our relationship, I feel like it always had been like kind of iffy, like toxic-ish. But you know, like a respectable toxic, you feel me? Like I could deal with that. Cause I plan to give him a story time, don't worry. Like David, if you see this, you getting a story time. Like I gotta tell the people how dirty you did me. Okay, you did me dirty as hell. But, you know, for the lack of, we just talking about the year in general, we giving you synopsis, like a vibe of what my year was. A prologue, if you will. Yeah. It was just iffy, and in March is kind of when I started to see that we was like falling off. Like we weren't actually cool no more like we used to be. Like this was like toxic, like get out my face toxic. But I mean, cool points. I made a video in March that actually got a lot of traction on this channel, which I'm really happy about. Even though I started to kind of bull crap my content, but once you hear more about my year, you'll see why I ain't really been focusing on my content. But like for the sake of March, I was really happy. I got like almost 1K views on a video that I worked pretty hard on, as far as like, you know, like editing and really trying to make it cute. So I was really proud of that, and I was happy about that. So thank you for those who are watching that watched that video, or I mean, thank you in general if you watching, you know what I'm saying? Like, please keep watching. Like your girl is trying to get in her social media bag. Yeah, we trying to get into it this year. Like I gotta lock in. So all that to say, yeah. Also, another honorable mention, I went on a trip, saw Drake with girl number 1 and girl number 2. Now them two are very vital to the year. Those were like my best friends, but you know, I just called them girl number 1 and girl number 2. But yeah, so, and then we also have girl number 3, who was like really cool with girl number 2. And we had a great time. I got drunk, we ate pizza, really cool. Had a great old time. It was fun. So then this is where it gets booky, dookie, butt crack, butt, all the words. This is when it gets sick. It's April. Wow, I like how I said that. Like, I hope you got the gist. Like, it was scary. It was scary. Okay, so this month was so bad. You feel me? This was a bad month. So for one, I got let go from my job, which we'll call it job number one, that I had been having for like 3 years. I worked there from 2021 until last year. The reason I got let go is because I was 2 minutes late a couple times, and then this specific day I was 2 minutes late again. Keep in mind, where I'm from, the traffic from where I was going to work was so bad. Okay, like, it was hard to avoid like being a little bit late. I would leave an hour early to go to work and still be late 2 minutes. I don't know what that was, but I hated it. Was mad every time I had to be at work. Like, cause I was just like, you know, my shift would be like 10 to 7 and I would get there at like 10:02. And I was, or no, not 10:02, my bad. Maybe like 10:06 or something like that. And our grace period was like 4 to 5 minutes. I'll be like a minute or two late. And it would be like, boom, you late. Which I find that to be so stupid because I would even stay later. So it's like, I don't get it, but okay. Maybe you tell me down below if you got thoughts on it. Tell me, was I wrong? The reason I was late this specific day wasn't even traffic, right? It was like luck. There was no traffic. I was really close to work. I left like 45 minutes early this time, so a little bit later than typical. But I was kind of like, okay, it might be clear today just because of like around the time it was. I was like, I don't think it's gonna be crazy. And it wasn't until I get by the exit of my job, right? Like right at the exit. There was literally this dude trying to race like me and another car. You know, I condensed it for the slide. Like the slide probably said like 2 things. But for the video, I gotta tell y'all about this. But I ain't gonna go too crazy because this could be a story time too. Like, this could be a story time. This man was trying to like race me in another car because the car I drive, like, you know, people be trying to race me or whatever. So during the point, I was like, the traffic was bad from that exit up, right? So like right at the exit, there was traffic. So I was like, okay, but I'm still gonna be on time. I might just be like 10:02, which is not technically late because I told you we get that grace period. So I was like, it's cool. So this man, he started flooring it when we're about to hit traffic. And you know what happened next? Crashed. Hit a SUV. The SUV started flying. Well, the SUV flew forward and like hit another car. And then this car starts flying. And it was like a SRT, which I was so upset because how you do that to the SRT? You're supposed to be whipping it. What happened? But he started spinning like this. And then there was a Chevy that also crashed into him because the Chevy was trying to race me in the SRT. And then the Chevy ended up hitting the SRT as well. So the Chevy flipped over onto the other side of traffic, like on the other side, going the opposite way. And he just was like, you know, laid out. And I wanted to check on him, but it's like, I was trying not to get murked in the crash. But I think I kind of saw him kind of like getting out the car when he crashed, but he did flip upside down. So I was like, I think he okay. But I'm trying to, you know, live to see if he cool. Like, I'm trying to live. So I start doing this crazy maneuvers through all these cars. There's like 5 or 6 cars all panicking. They don't want to hit each other. And I come out unscathed. But then I look at the time and I'm like, dang. I get to work, I clock in after avoiding all that. And yes, I did check on the other cars. But, you know, I made it brief because I was like, I can't be late to work. So nobody passed away from that though. So I was like, you know, that's good. And my car was cool. Get to work. I'm still like 2-3 minutes late. Anyway, so I get inside of there. I tell my boss, hey man, like, you know, my bad. I was late today. There was like a car crash. And I literally was like, obviously I don't have proof, like a picture, but literally it happened as I was clocking in. So I just said, like, if you look at the interstate, you will see this crash because it was that bad. Like, it was at the exit of the job, which I feel like looking back now, that was a sign I wasn't even supposed to come in. I should have just stayed home. Because yeah, then I got let go for that. So I was like, okay, cool. Even though find out later they did me extra dirty, which, I mean, if y'all want a full-on in-depth story time of the aftermath of the bullcrap I had to deal with that day, by all means, I'll let you know. But yeah, so no longer work there. And then I started panicking, and I did buy me a grill during this month as well. But I mean, it was like a tooth grill though, not a full-on bow, because I got like tooth gems. So I got me one like in the front. It's really cute. I mean, it's in the slide, I think, but if not, maybe I'll insert a picture at some point. But yeah, after that happened, you know, I started kind of spending my money a little stupidly. Even though I already was kind of spending my money crazy, but I started spending it like crazy. But you know, that's girl stuff. Like, I'd rather spend my money up than crash out. I got a job like literally like the next day though. So it's just I didn't have enough hours to really be accumulating to be like I got my bread right now. So, you know, I wasn't really working full time yet with them. So I was kind of in that like, you work 3 days a week for now and then you work your way up to 5. So, you know, I got job number 2 like next day. So I was like, we good. Like, you know, I feel like no matter what happened, like God got me, you feel me? Like regardless of the bull crap I deal with, you know, I always come back out on top. So I was like, okay, cool, I got another job, it's cool. F 'em. May, let's get into May. And I put in the corner, oh brother, ... But I said this month was really horrible, because I mean it was for me kind of mentally. So to start, I stopped dating David. Me and David were not on good terms at all anymore, which I mean, like I said, story time will be coming soon. I'm gonna tell y'all about that. But I mean, yeah, it was toxic. It was really toxic. Like, it wasn't good for me. Well, it wasn't good for him in the sense that he was evil, and then it wasn't good for me because I was allowing that evilness to like overwhelm me. So let me stop, because I mean, I'm pretty sure once I tell the story, y'all gonna tell me like what I did wrong or whatever, but I feel like I really ain't do nothing, to be honest with you. But yeah, and it didn't help we lived together. So as far as that brief thing, I'm not gonna go fully into depth because, you know, it's kind of like a touchy subject. But my parents passed away in 2023, so I did move in with him instead of family, which I feel like looking back, why did I do that? But you know, it was a comfort thing. So moved in with him. So around this time, he was like, you know, we're not together no more, you need to figure out where you're gonna go. But eventually I found somewhere, you know, I moved in with family, so we're cool with that. During this time, yeah, I had green and black locks. It was like one of my favorite styles I did last year, honestly, just because how dope it looked to me. But I mean, I was trying to apply to other jobs. During this time, and like with a hairstyle like that, it was kind of hard. And by kind of, I mean very, but the style was dope. So, but eventually I got another job. So I just started being like, ooh, let me do 2 jobs to kind of build my funds back up to pay off some of my like debt, you know, that I accumulated over time. So I was like, cool, I got 2 jobs, bro. I will say as well, I did a lot of drinking and smoking responsibly. Let me premise that, very responsibly, okay, before anybody says anything. But it was fun though. We had a time, and by we I mean, you know, girl number 1, girl number 2, buddy, anybody that wanted to drink with me, we was drinking. And then as far as smoking, really me and girl number 2 really smoked together a lot though. But I mean, I had a great time with everybody though. Like, it was a cool little month. And it definitely helped during breakup process. Oh, and then around this time, I was messing with a man named Florida. So like towards the end of my relationship with David, we tried to do the whole like, you know, you have your little yeah, I have my little yeah, and it didn't work out well. But my little yeah's his name was Florida, and yeah, he was insane. So that was scary to deal with. He was crazy. Okay, so now we are on to June. Okay, welcome to June. So I hated this time a lot, but like part of me enjoyed it as well. June was very stupid. I had this little awkward encounter at job number 3, which was like my second job at the time. And then job number 2 also had a really bad encounter. So long story short, at job number 3, I took a 30-minute break, and my manager at that job tried to say I took an hour break, even though I timed myself. I even showed her proof that I timed myself, and she still was like, unacceptable. Okay. Job number 2 wrongfully accused me of not closing the store properly, basically saying I left it dirty, dusty, crusty, busty, which is not true either. So I went from 2 jobs to zilch, baby. 0 jobs, bro. Like, bad. I got another job though, like 2 weeks later. That's all, like, it's cool. So we had job number 4 now. And then I kept going out a lot with girl number 1 and girl number 2. I was trying new things, very fun. David did harass me on social media. He was liking every single post I made as far as like stories, because I wasn't really posting myself as much. And he would slide up on stories cussing me out. So like stories, I could literally post a single toe, he would heart it. Like, that's how stupid he was hearting my stories. And then yeah, he would cuss me out. Like, I had learned how to cook around this time, and when I say learn, like really put my effort in it, because at the time I was kind of just cooking for necessity and not cooking for fun, which, you know, that's a big difference. And yeah, he cussed me out saying I never cooked for him, but I'm like, why would I cook for a jerk? I was still messing with Florida during this time as well, but I started getting concerned for my life. And then I had passion twists during this time, so keep that in mind. And then July wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was pretty boring. I stopped messing with Florida, and then David kind of stopped doing the foul stuff, so that was cool. He let me live. I went on a mini gym journey, very short-lived. Like, I keep telling myself every year I will do it, but then I don't. So yeah, that happened. And then yeah, I started doing more stuff with all my friends, you know, girl number 1, girl number 2. I even noticed how cool me and Buddy were getting. Like, we were getting really close. And it's like throughout the year we were, but like I started to really see how close we were getting in July. And then I also started cooking for myself a lot more, so that was cool. Okay, so my camera died like as I was getting almost done, and it's snowing outside, so I refused to go run to my car to get the charger because I think I left it in the car. So I think I left off at August. So where was I? Okay, I stopped at August. So August was very fun. It was a bit dramatic for me though. I went to Miami. I had a ball. I did lose my grill, which, I mean, I'm gonna get into that maybe one day, like a little story time. But yeah, I lost my grill. I'm sick to the core about that. I went with girl number 1, girl number 2, and then they brought like their own friends as well. So it was like a big mass trip. But I definitely had a great time. I tried a lot of new food, went to the strip club, went to a club. It was cool. I had my hair in a little boho bob, so that was cute. I would definitely do it again. Like, I loved it. And then after that, I did try to do a 3-man with girl number 1 and girl number 2 at like the very end of the month. It went very terribly, but like not bad, but like terrible. Which, I mean, I plan to possibly do a story time about that. I don't know yet, just because like it's a little fresh. I might piss some people off. I'm not sure. Basically, I went with girl number 1, girl number 2, which I think I said that. I don't remember. And it was for a 3-man, like I said. And then I met Marco during this time. I met some other dudes too, which, I mean, if I ever did the story time, I would give them names as well. But Marco is like the main star of the show because I continued kind of like talking to him through, like, after this 3-man. But things got really weird. The girls started being really weird towards me, even though we were friends for years. So it really like kind of threw me off how like foul they were being towards me. But you know, I ain't really let it like get to me like I would, because I told you I already been through such a weird couple years that I was kind of like, you know, it is what it is. So I guess they started being kind of towards me, so I started being kind of towards them, and then we just like stopped being cool after that. So the 3-man was unsuccessful. What? The 3-man was unsuccessful. September was a transitional phase for me, for sure. Me and Marco kept talking for a bit. I realized this man thought he was prettier than me or something. I'm not sure. Like, he was being real weird with me. I felt like I wasn't being respected. And there's a difference between like, you know, I want you to love me, and it's like, I want you to respect me though. I didn't feel respected, so I just gave up on Marco, right? Even though I'm sad, because you know, Marco was fine. So I was like, dang, Marco, like, so close. And you messed up on that one thing that I looked for. Sick. And you know, just being really odd towards me. So I finally asked him like, what was he looking for in general? And I feel like when you ask dudes this question, it's like you're literally asking them the plan to like end world hunger or something. Like, what are you gonna do about this? It's like, no, I'm just asking you what you're looking for. Like, do you want to just hunch? That's cool. Do you want to hunch and be in love? That's cool. Do you want to be my friend? And that's it. That's cool. Do you not even want to talk to me? You want me to leave you alone forever? That's cool. I could keep going all night, but do you want to be in love? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want? So I know, like, to fall back, and when I say fall back, this is what I mean. So I was giving him energy to where it's like, I'm open to it, but I'm not fiending for a relationship, but I'm open to it. So I feel like giving you that energy, that's literally like a gold mine for a man, I would think. You have somebody that's cool with like whatever type of time you on, and then you just being weird in response. Like, I even would have took like, ew, leave me alone forever. But I knew he ain't want to say that because, but yeah, I knew he ain't want to say that because, what? Don't lie, for real, don't lie. You know. Anyway, back to the September. Yeah. So he responded to my question and said, oh, I'm just focusing on me. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay. I feel like that's a cop-out answer. That ain't even what I asked you. I didn't ask you if you was trying to cleanse your palate and go on a spiritual journey. I just asked you what you was looking for. It ain't a crazy question to ask somebody. Literally, the answer is what you're thinking. Like, why do y'all, like, if a man is watching this, or if Marco watching this, why do y'all do that? Like, can you tell me, what is that? And then after that, I officially fell off with girl number 1 and girl number 2. So like at the time, it's like we just distanced. And then this month is when I really found out like, oh, okay, they not fucking with me no more. Cool. I realized that I can't allow myself to keep caring about people who clearly don't care about me like I care about them. Like, I felt like in some sense there was love there with those two, but it just felt like, you know, when it came to Alicia, it was like an afterthought. But hell, I got ghosted, so I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, so I was like, you know, I respect them. I wish them the best. But yeah, as far as how the situation went, not gonna lie, I'm confused. But, you know, I'm at clarity to an extent, so it's cool. Then after that, my tire ripped again. Like around this time as well, but I did get jumbo braids during this time, so at least I was cute when this happened to me. So yeah, very cheap style, very cute style. Felt fitting for the month. Okay, so now we're on to October. This was my birthday month, birthday time, I think. I spent my first birthday like alone, and I'm saying alone because like 90% of the day I was alone, and then at the end we'll get into it, but for the most part I spent my birthday alone for the first time. I'm so used to like being with friends or being with family, and I've kind of learned that like over time when you get older, like it's cool to have like a self-care type of birthday. And I think this year, well, like in 2024, my birthday fell on a weird day. I can't remember. That's crazy, I can't remember, but I swear it was like I might be wrong, but I think it was like a Tuesday or something. It was a weird day, and it was very cold that day, so I just remember it being like an awkward day. But yeah, I got 3 new tattoos. So I don't think I'm gonna put it on the slide because I still ain't inserted some of the pictures. But so I got this little, you know, whatever, and then whatever is crazy. I got the flower situation, 333. I got this little fairy tat, and then I also got a angel tattoo like on my ankle. There we go. Anyway, and then I had a really cute like little black mid-length type of install. Like, what is going on? And I went to get drinks with this girl. The girl's name, we'll call her Luna. It just felt fitting because she kind of like lunatic, so I was like, it fits. But you know, yeah. But at the time when we met on my birthday. That was like her little gift to me as like meeting me. So I really liked that about her. I was like, okay, I like you, because she took the time to actually go get drinks with me on my birthday and like make my night special. So I had a really good time. This is also the month of Halloween, obviously. And I love Halloween because my birthday falls in the middle of the month. So it's kind of like, oh, we're getting close to Halloween, but not quite. So, you know, I feel like a Halloween baby by association. Like, I know I ain't, But my association, anyway. So anyway, Halloween came. I dressed like a cop during this time because Luna told me to go get a costume. So I bought the costume, like she said, to go to like a Halloween party. She proceeds to be weird about me going, even though she invited me. Keep that in mind. I was gonna stay home on Halloween. I was kind of starting to get into my homebody, don't come out type of situation, like that type of era where I was like, it's cool, like I ain't gotta be out, you know what I'm saying? Like I can stay home. The day come, she's like, girl, did you get a costume? I'm like, girl, oh, like I need to go get one. I go buy a costume as a cop. I look good too, okay? Arrest me, officer. Literally, it was giving. And turns out she goes, oh girl, the party sold out and you can't go, even though I've been telling her I was gonna buy my ticket early. But she was like, no, wait until. And then she had already bought her ticket early and didn't really communicate she did that. So I was like, okay, so you're weird and I hate you. So I cut her off like the next day because I realized, like I said in the last slide, like I can't keep letting people get off on me the way that they've been getting off on me. And I feel like, although I have a lot of self-respect, a lot of confidence in myself, you know, I love myself. You know, I feel like whenever I'm cool with people, I let stuff slide that I shouldn't. So I started to realize that last year was like a big lesson for me. Like 2024 was a big lesson for me. So I was like, okay, I let too many things slide. So yeah, I cut her off the next day because I don't even know you like that to let that slide. I hate you. You're weird. Literally. So Luna, or should I say lunatic, got cut off. Cause like F you for real. So yeah. And then after that, we get into November and December. I put them together in the same slide because literally they were very simple months. Nothing wicked happened for me for real. Like this was kind of like a reflecting period off of what's happened for the past few months. So I was like, okay, cool. But I mean, some stuff I can still honorable mention in here. Like, I was in my homebody, state of myself era, you know, very like at home. Like I told y'all, like I started to really realize you can have a lot of fun by yourself. And it's like, you people watching this might be like, girl, that sounds sad. But it's like having that balance. Like I still have friends, don't get me wrong. It's just not the same friends that I've been like full on kikiing with, going places with, pop, 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 boop, 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 like every day. So that was kind of weird to experience. But a person I spoke to a lot was Buddy. I really messed with Buddy during this time period even more. Cause like I said, we got close like the whole year. Like we was like locked in. But November and December, we really got close because we started to be on the same like level of understanding of where we want to be at in life. And I feel like me and her are going on like the same paths. But yeah, I kept my head down. I worked a lot at job number 4. Stayed there a lot. And then like if I didn't work at job number 4, I was like delivering food through Uber or whatever I could find. Like I was just trying to make as much extra money as I can because, you know, I accumulated so much debt in 2023. I should have did one for 2023. Let me know if y'all want like a 2023 wrapped as well. Because I mean, that year was wicked, but it was not as like awkwardly wicked as it was this year. But like, it was wicked in its own way, for sure. But if you want one, let me know. But yeah, so I accumulated a lot of debt. I went kind of crazy. But yeah, so I was just working to kind of pay off a lot of that debt that I accumulated. I cooked for myself even more, cause I'm not gonna lie, like I'm the type where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just go pick something up. And I gotta stop doing that. So I've been really honing in on like, girl, cook it yourself, for real. Stop being weird. So yeah. And then yeah, focused on me, like Marco said. I actually was doing that. I didn't lie. During this time, I did have infinity twists. I kind of went between that and my real hair between both months. The style lasts like 6 months or what? That is not what to say. 6 weeks? 6 months is crazy. And then after that, took it down, wore my fro, ponytail, mixed between with my natural hair. Like really trying to learn my natural hair more because I just love getting my hair done so much that it's like I don't tend to my natural hair as much as I want to. So I tried to kind of get into that. I definitely retired from my I gotta be out every day, all day, doing everything, because that ain't true. I definitely wanted to get my own place in 2025, which eventually I'm going to talk about my 2025 goals at the end of this video as well, as a little extra, you know, baba boonky to the video, baba boop. Yeah. But yeah, and then I mean also honorable mention, new work crush on the way. And I mean he is definitely outside the scope of my type, but I mean we are slowly but surely learning if he mess with me for real. So I ain't made no moves yet. I'm waiting. But I mean I'm still single to any beautiful people watching this video. So as far as my goals for 2025, I want to get my own apartment. I say that every year, but I mean like I really do want to lock in and have my own place by the end of the year. Pay off the rest of my debt. Be more in tune with myself as far as like spiritually, mentally, all that, you know, really like gain a closer connection to like all aspects of my life. And I want to be like rich in some way. This could be in knowledge, but I mean money would be great, but at least in knowledge would be cool too, I guess. But yeah, and then, you know, I want to have like a really secure job, because the job I have now, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but it's like I feel like but it's like a regular retail job, you feel me? And I feel like I could see myself like leveling up as far as like working in the field that I want to. I've been going to school for a certain career that I'm really interested in, and you know, if all things work out, I can have a job with them. But I'm manifesting that I do have a job in that field. Oh, I forgot to say too, honorable mention about this year. Like I got pulled over like 3 times in my car. To end the video, you know, it's been so long, my outro might sound a little different this time. But like, thank you for watching the video. Please hit that little beep boop bop bop ding, the subscribe button, and continue watching me, continue growing with me. I do plan to post more videos, like I said, this month. I don't know when, but I know it's gonna be at least 3 to 4. Okay, that's the goal. And see you next time. So that was bad. Okay, bye y'all.